All right, question number 6 says the number of hits to a website follows a Poisson process. Hits occur at a rate of 4.2 per minute between 7 and 10 p.m. Given are 3 scenarios for the number of hits to a website. We're going to compute the probability of each scenario. So between 7:23 and 7:25. So that is a 2-minute interval. Okay. So they give us, in this case, they're giving us lambda. Whenever you see that per, so they're telling us lambda is equal to 4.2, and our time interval is 2 minutes, and it's 4.2 per minute. So we need to get our mean. We're going to multiply those, and it's going to give us 8.4 is our mean. So now that we have our mean, we have our parameter that we need, and we're going to find the probability of exactly 4, less than 4, and at least 4. So those 3 scenarios, probability of 4, less than 4, probability X is at least 4, so greater than or equal to 4. Those are the things you need to be able to interpret those words, understand what they're asking, and then compute those. So again, I'm going to open up StatCrunch and let it do the heavy lifting. We're going to go to Stat, Calculators, and Poisson. Change our mean to 8.4. We're going to do equal 4. And we get 0.0466. This one now wants to know on about blank of every 100 time intervals between 7:23 and 7:25, the website will receive blank hits. Okay, so they want you to interpret what we just did in words. So the first question is saying exactly 4. So if we were to repeat this 100 times, that's what it's saying, on about blank out of 100 time intervals. So the probability of getting exactly 4 in one interval is given by the 0.0466. I'm now going to take that 0.0466, let me clear this out, 0.0466, and multiply that times 100, because now we're talking about 100. Okay, so that gives me about 4.66. So what do they want me to do? They want me to round to the nearest whole number. So on about 5 of those intervals, so if I do this 100 times, about 5 out of every 100 between here will receive exactly, and that is because that's what we're computing. A says exactly 4 hits. So you're just turning what you just answered into words using the exact same wording that they gave you. All right, part B, we want to know less than 4. So I'm going to just change this to less than 4, and we get 0.0323. 0323. All right. And then we're going to do the same thing. So this one says on about blank of every 100 intervals. So what proportion if I do this 100 times? So if I multiply this by 100, just move the decimal over twice, it's going to give me about 3.2. It won't round up. So we're just going to say 3, round it to the nearest whole number. So on about 3 of every 100 intervals between this time will receive fewer than, less than, that's the same thing, fewer than 4 hits, fewer than 4 hits, because that's what the question asks us. And then C, we want to know greater than or equal to 4. So if I just did 1 minus this, that would give us 0.9678. So let's just go ahead and change it and just verify. So greater than or equal to, at least, we get 967 9677. I guess I rounded up and I didn't need to. 9677. Okay, so it should be pretty close. And then on about blank, so if I multiply that by 100, that's going to give me about 96, which will round up to 97. So about 97 out of 100 will have at least 4 hits.